Hello and welcome to this MySalesSource.net video, and in this video I'm going to cover how to log into Vicidial. Now, a part of this, because Vicidial is the voice over IP or voice over internet telemarketing system, one of the things that you're going to need to do is to get your software set up properly so that it works with our server. You should have Xlite already installed, as covered in one of the earlier videos. And what I'm going to do now is show you how to configure it. So if you haven't launched that already, what you can do is I'll walk you through step by step so you can configure the software, so you should launch that now. Once you have Xlite open, you can right-click it. Right in this area here, you should be able to right-click it basically over most areas of the phone and get this sub-menu. This menu gives you a couple different options that we're going to be using. One of them is just regular options, and the second is SIP account settings. A SIP account is basically your voice over IP account, which automatically got created once you created your username and password and paid for your subscription. If you ever find that you're unable to log in, it would most likely be due to the fact that your subscription ran out. That would actually disable the account, but for the time being, as long as your subscription's current, you should be able to log in. So first thing, we're going to change the options under this first part here. So just left. So once you've right-clicked it and your mouse is over it, then left-click where it says options. And what you want to do is go straight to this section here called devices. The reason for that is by default, you'll find that these options here are selected. Now, you actually don't want those enabled because it actually uses software to do things that probably your microphone already does, for one, and secondly, it slows down the voice response, meaning if you say hello to the customer, since it's having to go through your computer to process, not only is it adding in time, but it also can add some computer type effects to your voice, which we do not want. So once you've unchecked all of those, this first option, second option here, so these two you would have found before were selected, uncheck those, and then on those first two here, uncheck those as well. Once that's done, go ahead and click OK. And again, we're going to go back to the sub menu. Go ahead and right click this, and then go to SIP account settings. There should be no accounts set up, and at this point, go ahead and click Add. Your display name should be whatever your username is. In this case, mine is Martin J. Actually, Martin Johnstone. Fill that in. With your username, put the same thing. Your password is whatever you input as your original password. And for authorization username, go ahead and put in your username again. And domain is MySalesSource.net. Notice here, a lot of people miss the fact that there's two S's, but it's MySalesSource.net. That's with two S's. So this lower section, you don't need to do anything with that. It's just this first 5 fields that you actually have to have entered. Go ahead and click OK once you're done with that. This should show up now as enabled, as one account enabled on the screen here. Then click Close. It'll say registering, and then once you put in your username and password properly, it will say ready and your username. That means you're actually now logged into the system. So once that's done, use this middle button here. What that does, it puts it down into the system tray. If we go down here, I'll show you. You can see here that Xlite is actually hiding away here. But you'll find that menu, there'll be a little green icon down here on your lower right. And next thing is you're going to log into the web browser. On the main page, I've included a link. It says click here to access your online telemarketing system. Go ahead and click that link. That will take you to this page here. This is basically what you'll see. Actually, this is not the exact menu here. I've been logged in already. You'll actually see this screen. It's going to ask you to log in twice. First, you're going to put in your phone login, which is basically your regular username and password. So that's first login. Now it changes to user login, and go on ahead and put in the same details again. It's just part of the process. The first one actually is setting the thing up to contact your phone, and the second one is to basically log you in into the system itself. For example, if you have two logins, you could potentially use your first phone login and use your second username and password. I know that could be getting a little bit complicated, but in most cases, you're just going to use the same username and password twice. And then once you've done that, in this case, I'm going to log into a campaign called Infinite Allo. This is a campaign I've already set up. Once that's done, you're going to find that you're going to get an incoming call in. You want to answer that. And additionally, you want to bring up Xlite. The reason for that is under Xlite, you want to click it so that way auto answer is enabled. And you can see here that Xlite's actually picking up my voice. Excuse me. The microphone sound is going up, so it's receiving. And now line 1 is enabled. It's active. Green means that line is active. And I'm actually logged into the Vicidial system. The reason why you get an incoming call when you first log in is because, one, your VoIP phone is already connected through to the server. So it's aware that you're there. The second thing is when you log into the system, it establishes a virtual conference for you. Vicidial uses what's called a virtual conference system to basically speed up the dialing process. So that means now that your phone is already connected, it means that you don't have to be called and originated to every time the system connects through to a customer for you. So at this point, if I were to press dial next number, because I'm already connected to this conference, it would automatically start dialing, and it would ring through to the customer. The moment the customer would pick up, you would hear their voice. Currently, you don't hear it ring, but on the other hand, the line is actually open, dialing out to the person at the other end of the line, and the moment they pick up the phone, you can usually hear the phone pick up, or you'll always hear the full hello of them speaking, and also the information will pop up here on the screen. So again, just to recap, make sure that you have your phone properly set up. You set the options under devices, make sure none of these are check marked. Second thing is make sure that your SIP account is in with the information plugged in properly. Second thing is make sure that when you first have your phone set up that it does say that you're registered and it's ready. It should show your username and password at the top. If you've placed the correct information in your username and password fields with Vicidial, you will find that it will connect through to you, and you're going to see something similar to this. This is basically a unique number. What you see here at top is a unique number that it gives you every time you log in. That number is going to be different every single time you log in, so that the system basically has you identified uniquely from anybody else. And you can see that it's actually connected through to the server. This is the address of the server on the net, and that means you're basically ready to roll. If you've already loaded your list already into your campaign, you'll find that you will be able to dial, and it'll dial through from one customer to the next, and you're good to go. If you have any questions, please put your questions up on the forum site and include the questions under the correct category, which is going to be logging into Vicidial. Okay, that's it. Thank you.